Hi grade 9 students, welcome to our new lesson. Friendly reminders before we begin, do not forget your paper and pen for you to write your solutions later on. I'm sure you'll find it useful. And remember, you can always pause and play this video whenever necessary. You can even go back to the portion of this video that you want to revisit to attain mastery. So let's start. For today's video, I will discuss to you about quadratic inequalities. What is quadratic inequalities? Quadratic inequalities is an inequality that contains a polynomial of degree 2 and can be written in any of the following forms. ax squared plus bx plus c is greater than 0. ax squared plus bx plus c is less than 0. ax squared plus bx plus c is greater than or equal 0, and ax squared plus bx plus c is less than or equal 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Noong mga nauna nating mga video ay pinag-aralan natin ang tungkol sa quadratic equation. Ang quadratic equation at ang quadratic inequality both contains a polynomials of degree 2. Ibig sabihin, ang highest degree of exponent nila ay parehong 2. At ang pinagkaiba ng quadratic equation at quadratic inequality, ang quadratic equation, ito ay mga mathematical sentences na may mga equal sign. Samantalang, ang quadratic inequality, kung mapapansin natin dito sa definition, ito naman ay ginagamitan ng mga inequality symbol katulad ng greater than, less than, greater than or equal, and less than or equal. Para mas madaling ma-identify kung ang mathematical sentence ay quadratic inequalities, una, titignan ninyo kung ang highest degree of exponent ba niya ay 2. Pangalawa, kung ito ba ay ginagamitan ng mga inequality symbol. So let's have some illustration. Determines whether each mathematical sentence is a quadratic inequality or not. First example. X squared plus 9x plus 14 is greater than 0. Ang highest degree of exponent ba niya ay 2? Yes. Ang highest degree of exponent niya ay 2. Next, ito ba ay ginamitan ng inequality symbol? Yes, kung makikita, ito ay ginamitan ng greater than na symbol. Kaya, ang mathematical sentence na ito ay quadratic inequality. The next example. 3m plus 20 is greater than or equal to 0. So, ito ay not quadratic inequality. Bakit? Kasi kahit meron siyang inequality symbol, hindi pa rin siya matatawag na quadratic inequality dahil ang highest degree of exponent niya dito ay 1 lang. Third example, 3k squared minus 5k is equal to 1. Again, ito ay not quadratic inequality. Kasi kahit ang highest degree of exponent niya ay 2, ito naman ay ginamitan ng equal sign at hindi ng inequality symbol. Kaya ito ay not quadratic inequality pa din. Okay, fourth example, quantity 2r minus 5 times quantity r plus 4 is greater than 0 is a quadratic inequality. Bakit? So, tignan natin. Gamit ang FOIL method, simplify natin to. So, 2r times r is equals to 2r squared, and 2r times 4 is positive 8r. Then, negative 5 times r is negative 5r. Then, negative 5 times positive 4 is negative 20. Combining like terms, bring down 2r squared. 8r minus 5r is positive 3r. Bring down negative 20 and bring down greater than 0. Okay, so, kung mapapansin niyo, ang highest degree of exponent na niya ay 2 at ito ay ginamitan ng inequality symbol, kaya ito ay quadratic inequality. Okay, let's have our fifth example. X times 3x squared minus 1 is less than 0. So, this one is not quadratic inequality. So, tignan natin bakit. So, i-distribute natin yung x doon sa mga nasa loob ng parentheses. So, x times 3x squared is 3x cubed, then x minus 1 is negative x, then bring down less than 0. As you can see, yung highest degree of exponent niya ay 3. So, kaya hindi siya quadratic inequality, although meron siyang inequality symbol. Ayan, so kaya nyo na bang i-identify kung ang mathematical sentence ay quadratic inequality or not? So, tignan natin. So, you have 5 seconds to identify if it is quadratic inequality or not. Okay, so the answer is not quadratic inequality kasi equal sign ang ginamit at hindi inequality symbol. Okay, next. And the answer is quadratic inequality. Next. Okay, so the answer is quadratic inequality. Next. Okay, so this one is not quadratic inequality dahil sa equal sign. Okay, so let's continue our discussion. In solving quadratic inequalities, we need to find its solution set. The solution set of a quadratic inequality can be written as a set and can be illustrated through number line. Ito ang number line or tinatawag din itong real number line dahil binubuo ito ng mga real numbers. To illustrate the solution set of the number line, we need to consider the inequality symbols used in given quadratic inequality, katulad ng mga to. So, bakit natin kailangan i-consider ang mga inequality symbols? Kasi, dito tayo magbe-base kung anong circles ang gagamitin natin para ma-illustrate yung solution set o yung mga critical points or values. Katulad neto, tandaan na kapag ang ginamit na symbol ay less than o kaya greater than, ang circles na gagamitin natin ay hollow circle, na kung saan ang critical points o value ay hindi kasama. At kapag naman less than or equal o kaya greater than or equal ang symbol na ginagamit, ang circle na gagamitin ay yung solid circle or yung may shade, na ibig sabihin yung critical points or value ay kasama. Okay, so let's have our first example. X is greater than 5. So, paano natin ito i-illustrate sa ating number line? So, una, tingnan kung ano ang gamit na inequality symbol. Tapos, tignan sa itaas kung ano ang circle na gagamitin natin. So, as you can see, ang gagamitin natin ay hollow circle. Next, ay ilolocate natin ang critical point sa number line which is 5. X is greater than 5. Ibig sabihin, ang mga solution set na kasama dito ay lahat ng real numbers na greater than 5. Kaya, shaded ang arrow natin going to the right ng 5. Ang 5 ba ay kasama sa solution set? So, hindi. Kaya naka-hollow circle which means not included. Example number 2. X is greater than or equal to negative 7. As you can see, ang inequality symbol na ginamit sa number 2 ay greater than or equal, which means solid circle ang gagamitin natin. Next, ilocate natin ang critical point sa number line which is negative 7. X is greater than or equal to negative 7, ibig sabihin, ang mga solution set na kasama dito ay lahat ng real numbers na greater than or equal sa negative 7. Kaya, shaded ang arrow natin going to the right ng negative 7. Ang negative 7 ba ay kasama sa solution set? Yes. Kaya naka-solid circle which means included ang critical point na negative 7. Ayan, nasundan niyo ba kung papaano i-illustrate ang mga solution set sa number line? Let's proceed to our third example. X is less than positive 3. Sa palagay nyo, anong circles ang ating gagamitin? Okay, so tama, hollow circle which means 3 is not included in the solution set, only those number that is less than 3. So lahat ng mas maliit sa 3, kaya ang arrow natin ay going to the left. Next, example number 4, x is less than or equal to negative 1. Sa palagay nyo, ano kayang circle ang ating gagamitin? Tama. So, ito ay solid circle, which means negative 1 is included in the solution set and those numbers that are less than negative 1. Okay, so next, let's do the reverse. Ngayon naman, ang given ay number line, i-identify natin kung ano ang inequality. Sa number 1, ang ginamit na circle ay hollow circle which means yung negative 2 na critical value ay hindi kasama at yung arrow is going to the left. Kaya ang symbol na gagamitin natin ay less than. Kaya ang sagot dito ay x is less than negative 2. Okay, next, number 2 example. And the answer for number 2 is x is greater than or equal to negative 10. Kasi kung makikita dito sa number line, shaded yung or solid circle ang ginamit, which means it's either greater than or equal or less than or equal. But since yung arrow ay going to the right, kaya greater than or equal ang inequality symbol na gagamitin natin.